So, upkeep, draw. Fate Unraveler pings me for 1.
She's a vindictive bitch, alright. Because among effects in Magic the Gathering that are annoying, effects that trigger whenever your opponent draws a card are especially virulent.
Okay. Alright, so, I'm going to attack with my Dream Pillager.
Alright, and when you... Right, oh right, his ability only triggers when he deals damage.
Yep.
Which he's going to do, because I don't have any available blockers, so I declare no blockers.
Okay, so, he deals 4 damage.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Alright, so I exile 4 cards from the top of my library. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And
so,
some of them are
what all
actually
did I
pretty
get?
good. Nice.
Command Tower, Crib Swap, Angel of Serenity, and Thundercloud Shaman. Okay.
Get the angel. Get the angel.
Do I actually have... I've got enough mana. Yeah, I do have enough mana to cast Angel of Serenity. Okay.
Yeah, and when you do, you win. Wait, can you exile any permanents? No, they have to be creature type.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In order to cast Angel of Serenity. Angel of Serenity triggers. I'm going to exile Fate Unraveler, Daxos the Returned, and Silent Sentinel.
Yay. Okay. So the following happens. Daxos goes back to the command zone, and the other 2 targets are now exiled.
Okay.
Forever.
So, because Daxos is in the command zone, it's no longer tied to Angel. It's Fate and Sentinel. Okay. Yeah, with that I will end.
I see there. And me with my measly little 3/3 enchantment creature token who just did not have enough time to grow up. I'm gonna pay commander tax and another 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna put Daxos back on the field for the 3rd time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay my last 3 mana to get another enchantment spirit creature token.
Alright.
Which is also a 3/3. However, because I don't have any creatures with flying, and you do, it looks like you got this one. So I'm going to end my turn now.
Okay. Upkeep, draw. You no longer have the Fate Unraveler. So, I'm going to spend 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In order to put down the Staff of Nim.
Fear the Staff of Nin.
Alright. I'm going to enter my combat phase. I'm going to have Dream Pillager declared as my attacker.
Can you please just attack with the angel and end it?
But I want to kill you with the Staff of Nin.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So now I see the humor. Now I see the humor because you also get a chance to see if you can cast any spells with Dream Pillager, and if you exile a mana value 2 or less, then you can cast it. So let's see what you got.
Dream Pillager effect: 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was I got the Magus of the Wheel, but I don't have 3. Damn it. And
so
I also got
have 3.
And I also got the Dreamstone Hedron. Okay, so main phase 2. I'm going to spend 2 mana in order to cast Breath of Daragaz, dealing 1 damage to all players and all creatures.
Aha.
To each creature without flying, rather.
All players. Each Got you. So that means Fumiko is the only one on your board who's going to take a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, then. Well, looks like you're going to win by 17. And that's
Good game,
the
Mr.
game.
Cloud.
Good game, Mr. Gerdat. That's that's a wrap, folks. I think we have a clear and decisive victor between these two decks here.
What can I say? I am comfortable with Boros, and I never get to play it. Ugh.
Well, I mean, that's great for you that you just so happen to be using a color combination that you're already familiar with and you get the tempo with. It's also like the writing's on the wall. Your deck is way more aggressive than my deck is.
You know, just like Boros is supposed to be. You were doing the game plan for your
exactly.
deck, as far as I know, quite well, though. Especially at Game 1, when you managed to get, 15 fucking counters on Black Market. It's a shame that the Orzhov deck doesn't actually have draw spells, because that's the issue that you ran into.
Well, it's so funny you mentioned that, because remember that card that I couldn't play because I didn't have enough life to cast it? Yeah, it was Ancient Craving.
Oh. But yeah, a majority of the stuff that I would like to spotlight here is the fact that Kalemne is a really interesting commander. Being cost 4 means that he builds experience counters on time almost every game. And the ability to, have Double Strike and Vigilance are absolutely amazing offensive abilities. However, it also means that unless I open with Torian Muller, I am just dead in the water for the first 4 fucking turns of the game. And certain commander decks have the ability to kill you on turn 2. So, it's why blue is so powerful.
Ain't no blue in this matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came down to just sheer tempo and also a little insider knowledge as to when is the perfect timing to use the removal. Case in point, getting rid of my relatively narrow troop of creatures allowed you to access my life points each and every turn.
I would have liked to actually bring out the Counterfeit Giant.
The Giants.
My deck has got a bunch of Angels and Giants in it, and they actually synergize okay, but not great. Honestly, the Giants keep killing themselves, and the Angels don't usually have the stats that they need in order to stay alive. So, I'm kind of sad that you didn't actually get to show off how powerful Karlov actually is, because if you pair Karlov with Underworld Coinsmith or stuff like a Johnny's Pride Mate, Karlov gets very big very quickly.
Yeah, and that's why Karlov makes a better commander than being just another legendary creature in your commander deck. I think that that's the biggest flaw with this deck, actually, is that Karlov is in it, because I'm looking through my cards right now and I'm not finding a lot of cards that actually let me gain life points. I mean, even my fucking commander doesn't care if I'm gaining life points every turn.
But you get to trade life for cards quite a bit.
Right, but I'm not gaining life. Karlov only cares when there's money involved, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. There are only 2 cards in my deck that gain life points for me. That is unacceptable.
Ooh.
Of course you want Karlov to get big.
Was there ever an opportunity for you to actually successfully resolve Open the Vaults?
What does Open the Vaults do again? No, I never drew into Open the Vaults during these games.
Okay.
So on top of my deck being a little slow, it's also tragically flawed in the most unfortunate ways, because the cardinal sin of building a commander deck is you want every single card, even the lands, to have something to do with your commander. But here I see, sure, Karlov and Daxos both share colors, but they're not related. They can't help each other develop a board strategy. It's great that Karlov can come out early, but he also kind of sucks if you don't, get him rolling.
Right. And no Johnny's Pride mates.
So yeah, if I started the game with Underworld, Coinsmith, and Karlov, fucking fantastic. And then 2 turns later, you banishing light one of them away. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There are 3 cards in my deck that allow me to get. Okay, 4 cards. I found the other 2. They were both sorcery type. It's Death Grasp and Righteous Confluence, but that's it. Just the point stands is that, okay, maybe there's no such thing as a perfect Magic the Gathering deck, but don't sabotage your own deck with bad choices.
Or else you'll end up playing like Gerdat does.
Well, I mean, hey, Gerdat did great. Gerdat kicked freaking Cloud's ass these games.
In these games, usually when I'm making my own decks, I tend to over specialize into a theme, even if that theme is not exactly worth specking into. I miss modern Boros vehicles.
I love the vehicles.
All right. So I will say that these decks are slower than they probably should be. Daxos looks like it's faster, but because you have to cast a lot of stuff in order to get rolling, it ends up being a bit slower than it wants to be. Kalemne is significantly more consistent, but doesn't actually get to the absurd levels of power that it really wants to get to until about the mid game.
Yeah, because he's a 4-drop, and because your deck doesn't have a lot of great early game plays, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, I don't. I think Cluestone is actually the only.
However,
not Cluestone, but Signet. One of the 2 is the only 2-drop in the entire deck. So, I really wish that these had Amulets of Vigor.
Earlier, you especially need lots of mana rocks in order to be consistent with your deck. You don't want to wait until turn 4 to get Kalemne out. You want him out on turn 3. Hell,
I don't think I can possibly get him out on turn 3. Like in order for me to get him out on turn 3, it would be what? Turn 1 basic, turn 2.
It's three lands and a mana rock.
Yeah, but so it would be. It would be turn 1 basic, turn 2 basic and a mana rock, turn 3 garrison, and then turn 4 I would be able to get him out.
Yeah, something along those lines. Because once Kalemne hits the board, he locks down the defense because he has double strike, and then double over again because he has vigilance. And once he starts attacking, now your opponent's got to get rid of him quickly, or stands to lose a lot of life points early,
or a lot of commander damage.
I mean, commander damage I can handle because the commander is the only source of commander damage.
Yeah. All right. So this has been us exploring the Commander 25 decks. There are at least 3 others. We're probably not going to come back to this for quite some time, but yeah, I enjoyed this match.
I enjoyed it too. That. Especially considering I didn't spend a terribly large amount of time with the deck, because as it turns out in Magic, your strategy many times it's not so much how well you play your cards. You got to have the cards, and making a good decision based just on that will make the difference between a good game for you and a bad game.
Right. All right,
and always be ready to hit the mulligan button.
Next time, Cloud will be the one to pick out our Magic the Gathering set for our next Magic the Gathering set exploration.
Yes, sir, and it's going to be fun.
No, maybe it'll be the 2005
we have
Commander
fun
decks.
Over Magic. 5.
All right, everyone, be safe.
And thank you for watching Magic the Gathering set explorations on Rocky Rabbit Commentaries.